Hello mates, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer. I am Kiran Jadhav here. In this session, I will teach you here J2EE, Servlet, JSP, JDBC, SignUp and SignIn application. See, J2EE means Java 2 Enterprise Edition, that's called Advanced Java, and there are three concepts available like Servlet. By using Servlet, we are able to create web-based application. Next is JSP, it means Java Server Pages. By using JSP, we are able to create the web pages there. Those are extension with .jsp. And the next is JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. It will help us to our Java application communicate with the database. And for database perspective, we are using here SQL as a MySQL. And the functionality we are using SignUp and SignIn. Then see, the web server we are using here Apache Tomcat because this is the web-based application. And Tomcat version I am using here Tomcat 9. And database we are using here MySQL as a database. And graphical user interface we are going to use here as a, you can simply consider as a SQL yoke. But if you have available workbench, you can go with the workbench as well. Then see, first I will give you some context, theory context actually before start with the practical session. See, this entire session for J2EE, that's called Advanced Java, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. In that, Servlet, JSP and JDBC. And the functionality we are going to handle here, SignUp and SignIn. Then see, backend we are using Java Servlet. And we are using here JDBC as well for persistence layer. Then front end we are using here JSP, that's called Java Server Pages. And the database we are using here as a SQL. Then you can simply say this is the MySQL as a database. Then this is web-based application, and this is the first full stack application we are going to create, where we are handling the backend as Java Servlet and JDBC. Java version we are using Java 17. Servlet, this is the server side programming actually. Whatever request comes, we are going to handle those HTTP requests and response by using Servlet. And JDBC, it will help us to communicate with the database. And the front end we are using here JSP, Java Server Pages. And database we are using here as a MySQL. Now we'll start with the implementation part. For implementation perspective, first we'll start with the database side, then simply come up with the SQL yoke, and here I am creating the database. Create database name I am giving here HRM. Simply execute it. Database is created successfully. Coming to next we'll use our database name. The next is we are going to create the table. Create a table employee, and here I am passing EMP ID as int, EMP name varchar, we are giving here max size as 255. Next EMP have salary, we'll consider EMP salary as a double. We require here EMP have email ID, then this will be varchar, we are considering 255. And next EMP have password, again this will be varchar, max size we are giving 255. And here primary key, we'll consider primary key as a EMP ID. And if you want to add any unique key, then we have unique key here EMP have email ID. But till if you want to use EMP contact number, EMP UID, EMP PAN card, right? Those are also unique key. For time being, I am just using here, those are the column ID, name, salary, email ID and EMP password. And we have primary key as EMP ID. And once we are going to create primary key, this is not null, and this will be uniquely identified. And unique key value allows the null, but if you are going to mention not null, then definitely it also not null there, right? Yes. And unique key also uniquely identified. Now simply select the create table query and execute. See, here is it one success, it means table created successfully. Then you can simply use select star from employee. select star from employee. See, there is empty data sets, right? Now we are using desk employee. It will give us the description about our employee table. There is one primary key, one unique key. Primary key is EMP ID as primary key, and primary key is not null, and email ID as unique key, and this allows as a null value as yes. Then such a way, database side everything is done. Now we'll simply come up with the our Java side. For that perspective, we are using here editor as a Eclipse. Then simply come up with the file new dynamic web project, and here application name I am giving J2EE SignUp SignIn. Now simply click on finish. See one screen. Our web-based application is created here. If you are going to check, there is available internet icon, right? Symbol available there. See one screen J2EE. I just mouse over on that, right? Yeah. Now here we'll come up with the src main Java. Right click on that, new package, and the package name I'm passing here com dot, this will be full stack dot, you can say first package as a model package, where we are going to create our Pojo class. Next package, the package name I'm passing here com dot, this will be full stack dot DAO, database access object. There our implementation goes for DAO layer. Next package, the package name is com dot full stack dot, you can simply say service package. And the last package we are creating new package, package name as com dot, this will be full stack dot controller package. Now we'll simply come up with the model package, new Java class. The Java class, it means this is our Pojo class. The Pojo class name I'm giving here employee. You can give customer, product, whatever you want. Then come up with the DAO package, new Java, this will be interface employee DAO, database access object. And within DAO itself, we are creating new implementation class, class name as employee DAO IMPL. IMPL, it means implementation class. Now come up with the service package, new interface, this will be employee service. And within service itself, I am creating here new implementation class, class name as employee service IMPL. You can simply say this is the implementation. Now come up with the controller package. Here we are creating new Java servlet. We are not creating the Java class, we are creating Java servlet, and the servlet name I am giving here employee controller. And if you are going to check, there is by default check available for do get and do post, right? Now simply click on finish. See, it will give us the compilation problem. Why? Because we need to add here jar file. Then come up with the src main. We have available web.inf lib folder. There we require the two jar file. One is for Servlet API and the second one for JDBC perspective, like MySQL connector jar. Then the jar file you can copy from Google, otherwise you can simply get it from our GitHub directly. I will add the GitHub link in our YouTube video description box. You can simply download from GitHub. Okay. Now I am just going to copy both the jar files and paste it into which folder? Lib folder. Simply right click and paste it here. Now there is not available any compilation problem. See one screen. There is no any compilation problem. And in this session we are using here @web servlet as well as it is. Okay. Perfect. Then simply come up with the employee.java. Will maximize the size of screen. Simply use Ctrl M. It will maximize the size of screen. Now I am adding here private. This will be int employee have ID, private string emp have name. Next private, this will be, you can simply say double emp have salary. Private, we are using here string emp have email ID. Private, this will be string emp have password. Then whatever column we have added, right, same field we are adding here actually. Like if you are going to check here, desk employee ID, name, salary, email and password. Similar fields we have added as a Java variable. See on screen. Here similar field we have added, right? Yes. Then now we are creating here default constructor. Simply create the default constructor. Next we require the parameterized constructor. Simply right click, go to source, generate constructor using fields. simply generate it. Next we require the getter setters. Simply right click, go to source, generate getter setters, select all and generate. We require toString method here. Go to source, generate toString. And if you want to create equals hash code contracts, you can simply go ahead. Simply right click, go to source. Here you will be able to see hash code and equals contracts. This is not mandatory actually, but if you want, then you can simply create the equals and hash code contracts as well, right? Hash code return type itself available int, and the equals return type itself available boolean. Perfect. Then do Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will format the code base. Such a way we done with our Pojo class. Like we have available variables, then there is constructor, getter, setters, right? And Pojo, it means plain old Java object. Now come up with the employee DAO. Then here we are just going to create the abstract method. We require two abstract methods within that interface. First abstract method is, we are just going to write while SignUp. And which type of data we are going to pass here? We are going to pass the data for employee. Next we are writing here boolean. This will be sign in, and there we are passing two input parameter, string emp have email id, and the one more is string emp have password. Perfect. We have added here two abstract methods, but you know from Java 8 you are able to use static and default as well, and both are non-abstract methods. But anyway, here our business requirement, we require only abstract method. That's why we have created abstract method as signup and sign in. Abstract method, it means only declaration ending with semicolon. See on screen. Now we'll come up with the implementation class. There we are using implements employee DAO. Now it will give us the compilation problem. The reason behind that, whatever abstract methods in your interface employee DAO, we must want to implement into our implementation class. Now simply mouse over there and click on add unimplemented methods. See, here is the implementation for both the methods, right? And override, it means which concept comes here? You can simply say like this is runtime polymorphism we are considering, right? Method override concept. Perfect. Then here we need to like establish the database connection, load the driver class and everything, right? Those parts will add within our constructor. Then I am creating here, this is the default constructor. Then before going ahead, we'll create the one reference for connection. Connection is an interface coming from SQL package. Initial value we are giving here null. Now we are just coming inside constructor and we are going to load the driver class by using class.forName. Then driver class we are loading as com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver ending with semicolon. We must have to handle here compile time exception. The exception name is class not found exception. See, we handle here this. Now next is we are going to establish the connection. For that perspective, I am just using here connection equal to, this will be driver manager dot get connection, and the connection URL we are passing here JDBC :mysql // localhost, and the port number is MySQL 3306. Now we are just going to use here our database name. Database name is, we are just going to pass HRM, and then we are using question mark, use SSL equal to false. Now we are giving here username of our MySQL and the password of our MySQL ending with semicolon. We need to handle here compile time exception. The exception name is SQL exception surrounded with the try catch. Which exception? SQL exception, and this is compile time exception. Do Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will format the code base. Such a way we done with the establishment of connection within our constructor. Now we'll come up with the actual logic like sign up. Then here you can simply say whatever employee data, this data coming from JSP, it means end user goes to fill the form. Once click on sign up, this data coming from JSP to controller, controller to service, service to DAO, and this is our DAO layer. And in DAO layer we are going to implement the logic insert data into database. For that perspective, we require here prepare statement. Prepare statement equal to connection dot prepare statement, and here is our SQL query. What is the query? Like insert into, this will be employee What type of data we are going to pass? EMP ID comma separated EMP name comma separated EMP salary, EMP how? Email ID, EMP password, and then you can simply say values. What are those values we are going to pass? See, 1 2 3 4 5, and the value like whatever you are able to see column name, the same column name we are passing there, right? See one screen, the same column name we are passing. Then simply come back to here and we require here 5 values. Then I am passing here question mark separated 1 5. Then here also we need to handle compile time exception, and the SQL exception we need to handle here, surround with the try catch like SQL exception. Now we are setting the values by using prepare statement dot set int. First column we are setting here as, you can simply say employee dot get ID. Next is prepare statement dot set, this will be string. This is second column, employee dot get name. Prepare statement dot set, this will be double. We are setting the value for there, employee dot get salary. Prepare statement dot set, this will be string. This is fourth number column, employee dot get email ID. Prepare statement dot set string, this is fifth column, employee dot get password. And now simply use prepare statement dot execute update. Execute update only for select star like retrieve data. It means digital operations we are using execute query. Other than that, always we are using execute update. And once like data inserted successfully, then here I am passing printing statement. You can simply say like data inserted into database. Perfect. Such a way we handle this much logic for sign up, and we are using which query? The query is insert into employee, and the corresponding values we are going to pass there. Already this query we learned in our SQL basics. Now come up with the next is sign in. Then sign in perspective, we are just going to return the true false, like boolean type of data we are trying to return, right? Then first I will declare the boolean type of flag. By default value I am giving here false. Okay, then instead of returning the false value, you can simply return here flag itself. Now we are using here prepare statement. Prepare statement equal to connection dot prepared statement. What is the SQL? SQL we are passing select star from employee, where EMP email ID equal to this question mark and EMP password equal to this question mark. Here we need to handle compile time exception. The exception name is SQL exception. See, we handle here which exception? SQL exception, and this is compile time exception. Now we are calling prepare statement dot set. This will be string, and we are passing here, this will be email ID. Next is prepare statement dot set string. This will be second column. You can simply say EMP how? Password. Now we are using here result set. This is an interface coming from SQL package. Result set equal to prepare statement dot execute query. And now we are just going to use here flag equal to result set dot next. If data available there, it will return true, corresponding whatever email and password we are passing, right? Yes. If data available, definitely next it means boolean return type available, it will return true. Else it will be false only, right? Yes. And the same flag we are going to return here. Do Control A, Control I, Control Shift F. Then this much code like we handle here for sign in functionality. Okay? Yes. Then next session we'll go ahead with the like entire application, sign up, sign in, find all, update, delete, right? That time we are going to reuse the code base, whatever data available there by using find all, right? And then we are going to iterate and we'll add the condition there. But in this session we handle the core logic for JDBC, corresponding email and password. If data available there, then it will return here true, otherwise it will be false itself, the flag value. Perfect. Now come up with the next is we have available employee service interface. See this one. There we are going to declare the abstract methods. We have created two abstract methods. One is sign up and second one is sign in. Abstract method, it means ending with semicolon, only declaration. Now we'll come up with the implementation class. use implements. This will be employee AO. Simply mouse over there and add unimplemented methods. See, here is the implementation. And service layer, it's intermediate between our DAO and controller. Then I am creating the reference for your employee DAO. You can simply say employee DAO equal to new employee DAO IMPL. We are just going to take the reference for employee DAO here and call employee DAO.SignUp. And instead of returning false here, just do employee DAO.SignIn. It means service is just intermediate between our DAO and controller, like getting data from controller and pass to DAO layer here. Now again getting data from DAO and pass to our controller layer. This is just intermediate, you can simply consider. Now come up with the next, and this is the last layer from Java side as a controller layer. Then here everything I will write within doGet method, but if you want to use doPost, you can go to the doPost as well. Okay, perfect. Then first line I am just going to comment it out, and here we are just going to write first as string redirect URL will give string redirect equal to, we are just giving here empty value. See, here we are passing empty value, it means nothing. If you want to add JSP pages here, you can simply come up with the here. Then first we'll create the reference for our employee service, because whatever methods available there we are going to call from our controller layer. Employee service IMP here, right? Yes. Now I'm giving here string. The JSP pages, like we'll say this will be sign up page. We'll give the here / signup.jsp. Next string, this will be if you want to say sign in page. We are giving here signin.jsp. And once sign is done, if you want to redirect to welcome page, right, we'll give the one more welcome page as well. Then here you can simply say this is welcome page, welcome.jsp. Perfect. Then see, now why it giving the issue here, employee service IMPL. Now just mouse over there, it giving cast, right? Okay, but we are not expecting here such a cast scenario here. Do Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, do Control S. Now simply mouse over there, project, and do the cleanup. We'll write it one more time. Employee service equal to new employee service IMPL. We have available here employee service IMPL, right? We are expecting it should come. Yes, but it giving the issue only, right? Just mouse over there, add cast to employee service 5. Control check. Employee service coming from com.fullstack.service, right? Yeah, similar like here also we use, right? In employee service also we use employee DAO itself, correct? And the similar code we are using here itself, but why it giving the issue? Just mouse, yeah. New employee service IMPL, right? Yes, change type to employee service IMPL. Okay, list employee service implements. Oh, got it now. Here we use employee DAO, actually we must want to give here employee service. Perfect. See the typo mistake there, actually here we need to, in service layer we need to implement the employee service itself actually. Now in employee controller there is no issue. Perfect. Yes, this is just typo mistake actually. Be careful whenever you are going to implement in service layer, you can implement the employee service itself. Perfect. And coming to employee controller again, then here you can simply create the object of our which class? Employee service IMPL. We are not creating the object of interface, we are just creating the object of our class itself actually. Yeah, this is just typo mistake here. Perfect, no worries. Now we'll come up with the doGet method, and in doGet method we are just going to add here string we have available. You can simply say employee ID equal to request dot get parameter. This get parameter, it means this value coming from JSP side. Next string, we are just going to say action equal to request dot get parameter. Again this value coming from JSP itself. I am just passing here action. Now the first condition we are adding, if action dot equals sign up and employee ID not equal to null, then you can go ahead with the sign up code. Else if action dot equals, if it's coming as sign in, then you can go ahead with the sign in perspective. Perfect? Yes. Then here we are just going to add int emp id equal to, we have already available their employee ID. Now we have just read it from JSP side, and whatever JSP side value coming, this is coming as a string type of value. Okay, then here we need to convert string to int. For that perspective, we are calling here integer dot parse int, and this will be employee ID. We have converted string type of data into int type of emp ID. The next is string emp name. We don't require any type conversion because the JSP value coming as string, and here also we require the string as emp name. Just calling request dot get parameter, and this will be emp name ending with semicolon. Next is double emp salary. Then here we require the type conversion. Simply use double dot value of request dot get parameter, and this is the value coming as emp salary. Next is string emp how email ID. We don't require any type conversion because this is value coming from JSP string, and here also we require email as a string. Just call request dot get parameter. I'm passing here emp how email ID, and the last one is string emp how password. Then here you can simply say request dot get parameter, and this is emp password ending with semicolon. Now we are creating the object of employee class. Employee equal to new employee. We require the parameterized constructor, ID, name, salary, email, and password. Yes, whatever value we read from JSP, we just pass in constructor. Now we are calling employee service dot sign up functionality, and this entire object we are passing as it is. And once sign up is done, then redirect to which page? Redirect to, you can simply say sign in page. Yes, it redirect to which page? Sign in page. It will go to redirect. Here is it. Now this much code we required actually in sign in perspective. Once redirect to sign in page, right? Then we'll read the data from JSP side, email and password, and we are adding the one condition. If employee service dot sign in, if you are passing the correct email and password, then definitely will redirect to which page? We are going to redirect to welcome page. See one screen. Else you can simply say which page? Redirect to same page. The page name as sign in page. And here we are going to pass the message request dot set attribute. This is the message you can simply say, and the message is oops, invalid credentials, please try again. Invalid credentials, please try again. Please try again. Like this message we are going to display on JSP page. It means you can simply say web page. Okay, if you are not passing the correct credentials, definitely it goes to else block, and we are setting the request dot set attribute message as custom message oops, invalid credentials, please try again, and redirect to same page. But if you are passing correct credentials, then definitely it will open the welcome page, and there will be, we are going to print welcome to full stack Java developer Pune. Okay, yes. And now here we are calling request dispatcher. This is mandatory to do, like forward the request to next page, right? Request dispatcher equal to request dot get request dispatcher, and this is the redirect URL whatever we are going to pass, either sign up as sign in, right? Then here you can simply call dispatcher dot forward. This is the request, this is the response. Such a way, like we done with the handling here request dispatcher as well, request and response, and this is mandatory from one page to another page direction, right? Yes. In such a way, we done with the entire logic for our controller layer as well. Now we'll come up with the next, and next is we handle here like database part. Here whatever we handle MySQL, the backend also we handle here. Now we'll come up with the front end. The next is JSP, like front end. Then front end perspective, we'll simply come up with the web app, and there we are creating the JSP pages. Simply right click on web app, new, go ahead with the JSP file, and the file name I am giving the name as index.jsp. Next file I am creating here, new JSP file, the file name as signup.jsp. Again we require one more file there, new JSP file, this will be signin.jsp. We require there welcome.jsp as well. Go ahead with the new JSP file, and the file name as welcome.jsp. See, we have created 4 JSP pages here. As per your business requirement, you can create number of pages there. Fine? Yes. Here I am just giving HRM application. The body I am giving here some style like background color. Background color I am just going to add here. This will be, you can simply say, orange color, and here I am adding a href. Closing the a tag here. This will be for sign up, and here we are calling signup.jsp. Signup.jsp. If you want to add some styles here, if you want to add some background images, then you can go to the design part as well, right? The next I am adding here ahref. This will be signin.jsp, and this is will consider as a sign in. And why we are using br? Because it will break the line, like it will add in next line as a signin.jsp there. Okay, like sign in, you can simply say. Coming to next is sign up. Here I am just going to give the browser title as sign up. Then body, we are going to mention here style. This will be background color. I will use Ctrl M, it will maximize the size of screen. The background color I am giving color name as here purple. Now we are adding here form. See, here I am adding form action as employee controller, whatever we have given at the web servlet here, right? Yes, this is the action we are giving here as a form action, and which is the method by default we are calling here. We have get method available, and inside form we are adding here, this is, you can simply say, input type as hidden, and the action name as we are giving here action, and the value we are giving as a sign up. Then the first field will consider as employee have ID. If you want to use label, you can go to the label as well. I am just giving here input type equal to text, and name equal to emp have ID. The first field, use the br. Time being, I will just do the copy paste. In your case, you can go to manually write. It will be good practices for you. Here I am passing employee have name. Next is employee have salary. The next is employee have email, and the last one is employee have password. Perfect. Then salary, it will be number type. ID also will consider as a number itself. The email, we are giving the type as email, and the password, like no one able to crack it, no one able to like understand it. Whenever you are going to fill data, it will add the dot. That's why I'm using here password, and corresponding emp ID we are passing. Emp name also we need to give name as emp name. Emp salary we are passing here. emp email id. The last one is emp password. And whatever field we are giving here as a name, right? This must be matched with your employee controller whenever you are calling here request.get parameter. Okay, like request.get parameter. See, here is it. This will be matching field available there. Okay, yeah, just coming from here as a JSP name, you can simply consider. Okay, see, here is the name we are passing. Perfect. Now we are creating here one input type equal to submit, and the value we are giving here, this will be sign up. Perfect. Like this is the button, you can simply say we have created. Okay, yes. Now coming to next we have available sign in. Then see, here is sign in. I am giving browser title as sign in. The body style we are giving here background color. We'll give the background color as tomato. Yeah, there is tomato also color available. Then this is you can simply say we just required here email and password. The other fields I will delete it. The action value as sign in, and here the button we are going to say this will be sign in. This way, like we just created here one form, and within form we have given action as employee controller, the method as get, and the corresponding input type as hidden, action as sign in we have given, and we just pass here two fields like email and password, right? Yes. And if data is not found, then definitely we are going to print one custom message. For that perspective, I am just trying to use here, you can simply say this is the syntax we are going to use, and we are adding here if request dot get attribute, if this message not equal to null, then we are going to print out.println, and we are reading this is request.get attribute. This is the message we are trying to print it here. Fine, yeah. On the basis of that condition, it will print this is the message like oops, invalid credentials, and please try it again. But if the valid credentials are available there, then it redirect to which page? Welcome.jsp. That time we are printing here welcome, and body style you can simply say background color here. See, we have number of color options available here, right? Yes. Then that time we are giving here color as, you can simply say green color will print. Okay, and message I am adding here, this will be h1 tag. Larger heading you can simply say welcome to full stack Java developer Pune. Like this is the message we are trying to print on our web page. Such a way, like we handle here backend as Java Servlet and JDBC, frontend as JSP, it means Java server pages, and database as MySQL. Now we'll go ahead with the test of our functionality sign up and sign in. Then simply come up with the Eclipse, click on project, go to the topmost project, and then do the cleanup. Now simply right click here, go to the run as run on server, select the Tomcat 9 here, go to the next, and then click on remove all and click on finish, click on OK. Great. See, here we are able to see sign up and sign in. Once I click on sign up, it will open the signup.jsp. Once back click on sign in, it will open the sign in. Now first we'll start with the sign up. Then employee ID I am passing here 121. The employee name I am passing here Swara. The employee salary I am passing here 96,000.99. Email ID I am passing here swara@fullstack.com, and the password I am passing here swara@123. Click on sign up, but it's showing please enter a valid value. Okay, I hope we have given number there actually. That's why it's not allowing the pointing value. Fine, no worries, just click on sign up. Perfect. It's giving here 404. It means it's showing like signin.jps is not available there, right? Okay, I hope there is some typo mistake in our controller layer. We need to come back to here. See, data inserted into database. If you want to check in database, simply use /star from employee. There will be available Soraka details. Perfect. But we are not able to redirect to which page? Sign in page. The reason behind that, we got here 404, and that's great for our learning if any issue comes in live session, right? Yes. Like why 404? Because if I come up with the controller, see here we read the things, right? Because we don't have like such a JPS extension available. We have JSP. Then here we have given the wrong spell JPS, right, at line number 26. Just rename to JSP. Get back to here, yeah, and now again we'll come back to here and we'll insert one more record. Fine. Yes, for insertion perspective, like we'll just refresh it, then sign up. I'm passing here 122. The next name I'm passing here Pratik, and the salary we are passing here 2,50,000. Now email ID pratik@fullstack.com, and here we are passing pratik@123. Just click on sign up. Yes, here is it. Like you are able to see the signin.jsp page, right? It means there is available sign in window. Now we'll simply check in database. There will be available Sora and Pratika details. Perfect. Now we are just trying with the sign in by using Pratik credentials, but you can simply consider like I am passing here correct credentials of Pratik as an email, but password is incorrect. Then we are expecting, oops, invalid credentials, please try again. See one screen, here is it. But now if I am passing correct credentials, whatever password we have available, the same password I am passing here. Now we are expecting it will go to the next page, like welcome page, and there will be, you are able to see, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer Pune. See one screen. Yes, that's like we are expecting, like without issue we are able to see on screen, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer Pune, right? Yes, and this entire logic we have checked by using doGet method. But now if you want to change it with doPost method, that also possible. I will show you the demonstration how to go ahead with the doPost as well. For that perspective, simply stop our application, and whatever code we have written in doGet, right, same code you can simply add within doPost method. See, here is it. Simply do paste, copy paste, right? Once it's done, next change you can simply come up with the sign up and sign in.jsp, and there we are passing the method as get, right? Make it post. Same I will add in sign up as well. Instead of get, we are passing here post. Then get whatever data it passes through the browser URL. See, here you are able to see what is the email ID we are passing here, Pratik Full Stack, right? What is the password, Pratik123. The password you are able to see because get passes data through the browser URL. But once we have replaced, instead of get to post, now we are using here post, right? Then post passes data through the browser, post passes data through the method body, and get passes data through the browser URL. Now we are using post, then you are not able to see the username password on URL because it passes data through the method body itself. Now we'll stop our application. One more time we'll go ahead with the cleanup. Goes to project and do the cleanup. Simply do right click, run as, run on server. Simply select next and do finish. See one screen. Again it will open the sign up and sign in. We'll go to the sign up, post, right? Yes, I'm passing ID as 1001. The name of employee I'm passing here Pooja. The salary we are going to pass here, this will be like 50,000. Email we are passing here pooja@fullstack.com, and the password we are passing here Pooja itself. Just click on sign up. See, data inserted, it redirect to which page? It redirect to sign in page. If you want to check data in database, see data available for Pooja as well. I will refer this data for sign in perspective and just give the password as well here. See, it will goes to redirect to welcome.jsp. It means welcome to full stack Java developer Pune. See one screen. Such a way like we done with the entire J2EE sign up and sign in application. But till if you have interest in debug mode, I will show the debug as well, how the flow of our application goes to work. In debug mode, you will be able to see the flow of our application. See, we'll just debug the only one functionality like sign up functionality. On that, you will be able to get the idea for sign in as well. Simply come up with the employee controller. Inside do post method first line, I am adding the breakpoint. Here is the first line. We have line number 58, right? Yes. Then sign up, it means we have available signup.jsp. There is available button as sign up. Next, once we fill the information here, right, on form, once we fill the information, at the end you are going to click on sign up. The corresponding form action as employee controller goes to invoke and the method also post. It means our code comes here employee controller and the method also available post method, right? Here is employee controller as a web servlet and method is post. And inside first line itself we have added the breakpoint, and from there we'll start with the debug mode. Okay, then simply right click on project. First we'll go ahead with the cleanup actually. Yes, and if you want to add some pointing value, right, then instead of giving your text whatever number we have given, right, you can make it to text, not there, sorry, for salary perspective, right? Yeah, here is it. Please give the text. Done. Now go to the project and do the cleanup. This time we'll pass the pointing value as well. Now right click there, go ahead with the debug as debug on server. Simply select the Tomcat 9. Next, then go to the finish. Perfect. Come up with the sign up. I'm passing the ID here. This will be ID. You can simply say like 1002. Name, we are just going to pass the name here as Kiran. Salary, we are passing here salary as 2,50,000.96. Email, kiran@fullstack.com, and the password we are passing here kiran@123. Now simply click on sign up. See, Eclipse goes to blink. See one screen. Click on switch. It will goes inside employee controller. There will be available do post method, and the first line it will stop. Why? Because we have added the breakpoint there. See on my mouse pointer. Now using function F6 for next line. See here is the ID 1002. Function F6, here is the action sign up, right? Then definitely this condition is satisfied. If you are checking here Ctrl Shift I, this is true. If it's true, it means it will come up with the our sign up functionality. Here is it, right? Function F6 for next line. Again F6. See, here is the ID. Here is the name of employee. Again this is salary. Again this is email, and the next is password. Then here you can simply check the employee. Do Ctrl Shift I. You will be able to see all the data there. If you have complex object, you can simply maximize such a window and see. You will be able to see the ID, name and salary, everything available there, right? If you want to check particular field, you can simply check such a way as well. If you want to check the object by using toString, we are able to see the formatted object as well here, right? Perfect. Now here is available sign up functionality coming from service layer. Then if you want to go ahead with the service layer, this is the implementation class, right, and sign up method. Then press here function F5 inside method function F5. See, here is it. Service IMP which method? Sign up method, and here is available all data, and the same data we are going to pass to our DAO layer. It means data coming from JSP to controller, controllers to service, service to DAO. Now we are trying to go to the DAO layer. Press function F5 inside method. See, and here is it, all data available. This is which layer we have available? This is the DAO layer, and here is the logic available. Insert into. If you are checking, see, here is it. You will be able to see insert into employee and the values, right? Perfect. I am pressing function F6 for next line. F6. See, each record we are going to set the value, right? Yes. till data is not inserted. When data goes to insert, once you are using execute update, see till data is not inserted there, right? Yes. But once you are using execute update function F6, data inserted within seconds. See one screen, data inserted for employee 1002. Now function F6, it will print here data inserted into database, right? Again F6, it will come back to service layer. Now again F6, it comes back to controller layer, and there is available redirect. Which page? Sign in page we are going to redirect. It will come with the request dispatcher, and the redirect URL there is available signin.jsp function F6. Now we don't have any breakpoint next. I am just pressing function F8. It will go to execute entire code actually, and here you will be able to see redirect to which page? Sign in page directly. Fine. Then next session I will go ahead with the advanced level debug mode. Today I just debug here sign up, but upcoming sessions like next session we'll go to the sign in, update, delete, fetch all data as well on our JSP page. It means web page you can simply say. Now high level I am giving here demonstration for sign in as well. Just give the here username and the corresponding password. Again simply click on sign in. It will hit here like inside employee controller do post method, function F6 for next line. I will add the next breakpoint here at line number 81. Just press the function F8. It will come here because the action is sign in. It's true. Control Shift I. It's true. It means it will execute this much code here, right? Yes. Now what is the email? Email is available there. Function F6. Here you will be able to see the password as well, right? And now here it will goes to call which method? Service IMPL. You can simply say sign in method. From there it will go to Java IMPL, and there is available logic to check the data. Credentials is available. If it's available, it will return true, else it will return false. Now the credentials is available. If you want to go inside that, press function F5 directly, no worries. See, here is the service IMPL. If you want to go to the Java IMPL, function F5. Here is the logic available, right? To return the flag value. F6 for next line. See, here is email and the corresponding password also available here. If you want to check, simply mouse over there. See, here is EMP password. Now I am pressing function F6 for next line. F6. See, then it will return true. Yeah, what is the flag value? True itself, because data available there. F6. It come up with the service to controller. Now it redirect to which page? Welcome page. See, here is welcome page. And here also you are able to see redirect URL as welcome page. Press function F8. You will be able to see the last message. Welcome to Full Stack Java Developer Pune on screen. Like such a way, we handle the entire functionality here, like sign up and sign in. We'll come up with the Java mode here, from debug to Java mode here, right? Yes. And the entire functionality we handle here, the code base as per standards here actually. Nowadays industry they are not using Servlet JSP. They are using here Spring Boot and React.js. Then we have curriculum in upcoming sessions. I will take care of deep dive into Spring Boot and React.js. Like Spring Boot, it will be like server side, you can simply say Java backend, and the React it will be front end side, you can simply consider. Then if you are facing any difficulties with this session, then feel free to add your comment in comment box. I will be available here to help you for that, to get it resolved. And thanks for watching this video. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel to get more updates, and see you in next video.